All right, now we got it working. Tommy Haefele here is here on episode 3. Everyone give him a round of applause. Tommy, what's going on, brother?
Not much, guys. Thank you for having me, man.
Awesome. This has been in the works to have you on the show for a long time. You're one of the first people I wanted to interview here, living out in Pullman, man. Thanks for coming out.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah. So before we get started, where can people find you? You on social media? You don't got to tell them where you live, but you could just say what you're
everyone's
about.
on social media.
Yeah.
And my Snap and Insta is Tommy Haefele. Simple. My Twitter is just at @Haefele_Tommy. People can spell my last name. Props.
Awesome. Yeah. So you're looking at this. I'm looking at who is Tommy Haefele. What do you like to do? Like in your spare time, we're out here in college, we do sports, we work out, and we do stuff like that. But what else do you do that people don't really notice? Like, what do you do that goes unsaid a little bit? Do you play video games? Do you fucking, what do you do?
That's a good question. I actually am really into music, and a lot of people don't know that. I'm a fan of all genres.
Okay.
I like to listen to rap, EDM, pop, country sometimes, not a lot of the time, but I like to give it all a chance, and I'm always on Spotify looking for new music, and that's one of my biggest hobbies that I have, besides obvious sports and working out and going to class.
Hell yeah. So what's your limit? Because you said some country. So, like, do you stop at a point? Do you stop at, okay, you're like, okay, I don't go past this point.
I have actually a category or a time of day
Okay.
when I listen to country, and that's only when it's sunny outside.
Okay.
I've always said that to myself. When it's rainy, you can't listen to country because it doesn't feel right.
So what do you listen to when it's sunny? Or what do you listen to when it's rainy? Is it kind of like a sad, like a Seattle gray? Or are you more sad, or like a? Because I know when it's raining like that, it's more sad. But you know what I'm trying to say.
I'd say if it's raining, I'm gonna put on some hip hop.
Okay.
Some nice rap, but I can fit some occasional EDM in there and other stuff. But a sunny day, man, nothing beats some country on sunny.
So EDM is something I haven't really been a part of. Like I've listened to it obviously throughout life, and I've heard it on the radio. But what do you consider EDM? Is there an artist that you're like, all right, he is the spokesperson of EDM?
Oh man, that's actually really tough. I couldn't really say that. I know a lot of the big ones, like I think R.O. Grime is a big representation of EDM. But I have my own favorites, and I know each person will have a different answer than I have. So it's just a hard.
Do you feel like it's a little more diverse? Because I would say in the R&B and rap game, everyone has their guy. Like you just said, everyone kind of has their guy, even in EDM. But is there different styles throughout EDM? Like with rap, you got, let's say, rap, mumble rap. You got older rap. And EDM, is there kind of that tradition in that as well too?
Actually, now that you say that, that is something that you notice. Like when I was first listening to EDM, I couldn't tell the difference between anything. It all sounded the same. It just all sounded like the big beats just dropping. But once you get into it, you notice each artist has their own kind of sound.
Okay.
Like, for example, Odessa. I don't know if you've ever heard of Odessa.
I actually heard of Odessa. They were at is it a girl?
Yeah.
She was at Bumper Shoot a while back, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't quote me on that, but yeah, I have heard. Sorry to interrupt you there.
But super dreamy type music. It's always like really calm, makes you feel like in a really good mood. But then you get to Zed's Dead or like those type of artists, and that's when you get really hard, and really that's what you get from headbanging. That's what you hear. That's the headbanging EDM.
With EDM though, I look, because again, you're gonna have to teach me on this. What is the difference between that and dubstep, or is that a misconception? Are they similar, or are they totally different?
One, you could say they're similar.
Okay.
I still say to a point that they're similar, but they are two different genres. They mix and intertwine a lot, but they still are. It's like hip hop and pop.
Okay.
They can mix together, but they're still two completely different things.
Okay, so yeah, you have different spectrums on each side for sure.
Exactly.
That's super. That's the thing with fucking music. I've talked about music the past couple episodes, but it's truly something, like you say. You're out in the sunny weather. You're like, I want to listen to this. You're out at night, driving to get something to eat late night with your buddies. You're not gonna jam to, Elliott Smith, something super sad. You're gonna listen to something more upbeat, and that's the thing. That's the magic about music. And I wish for me on sunny days, I probably listen to more reggae than anything. I'm not saying I listen to more reggae than anything, but sunny days is like my country for you. Like it's super chill and you're able to smile, or something like Ooh Child by Five Starships.
Okay,
Ooh
okay.
Child. You know what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
so what I want to ask you a question now.
Mhm.
When you say reggae, what's your definition of reggae? What do you listen to?
Bob Marley is the
Okay,
reggae guy.
okay,
I wish I could dive. I mean, I got Peter Tosh in there too. He's one of the Wailers, but that is definitely the epitome of reggae. I wish I could say I branched out farther,
Yeah,
but I still haven't even covered all his music yet.
Bob Marley has so much music.
Yeah, he's got some bangers, bro.
Some bangers.
Some low-key bangers. Even when I would go to Hawaii, it would just strictly be that type of music because it's always sunny there and it's always that kind of thing there. But, with music, so what would you say, what is the genre you don't listen to the most? Like, what is the one where you just like, all right, I understand it's music, but you're like, you kind of just shy back from?
Oh man, that's actually tough. I
Yeah.
guess I have to say, because gospel. I guess if I
Gospel?
had to narrow it down, because I've never listened to any gospel
Okay.
songs, so haven't given them a chance. But I mean, I'm sure they're fantastic, but I have not listened to anything along those lines because I've listened to a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
Jazz, I enjoy a lot.
Yes.
Can't really name any other ones off the top of my head.
Have
but,
you listened to Coloring Book by Chance the Rapper? That album?
Oh my gosh,
That's
yes.
considered gospel. It actually is.
For real now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a gospel type beat. It's actually that's probably one of my favorite genres. I can't say I've been to the South and listened to the true gospel stuff, but their beats, and I don't know if you've listened to Creek Boys.
I
but
have not. No.
They're on the new Madden, but they have some like gospel type stuff going. It's weird how it's kind of come out. I'm a big fan of that, but I wish I could say that the same for deep gospel music. You know?
It is tough to get into stuff that you don't really branch out to a lot.
Yeah, so gospel music would be, if you had to give me one more, what would the other one be?
Oh man,
I know it's a hard question.
That is a hard question.
Yeah.
I'd have to say definitely screamo.
Yeah, that is one it's
Screamo
hard
music.
to get into. It's I get it though. There's a culture to it, and there's a lot of things around it that make it fun.
Exactly.
But that's not fun for me. Like those people probably think when it's a sunny day, it's good to listen to screamo.
some screamo.
That's
yeah.
the difference between you and I from them, but that's totally different. But what's your, being in college is a hard thing for most people because I look at it as a lot of people are out here bettering themselves, whether it be through health reasons, through education, through all this type of stuff. And then you got people doing extracurricular activities, which you're a part of. You're part of the Greek system, and that's a big system for a lot of connections, for a lot of things. And what's a misconception a lot of people have with the Greek system now that you look at it, after being a part of it?
The biggest one, obviously, is everyone says, oh, all they do is party, or it's hard to turn that one the other way because a lot of what we do is party.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I didn't realize all the other stuff that we do, like philanthropies, which for those who don't know what a philanthropy is, it's where each house supports a certain charity, like mine is the Red Cross.
Okay.
And so we host blood drives for people to come donate blood. And so that's just one way to raise awareness. And you donate all the money that you get to charity. And so that's a big positive. And community service is a requirement, a thing that I didn't realize until I joined.
Yeah.
And so when you get into it, you realize everything that you don't see from the outside. But you can't completely deny what they say. There's really no misconceptions necessarily.
Yeah.
But there's just... it's not as much as they make it seem.
Yeah, because me looking from the outside, that's what I see. And I see, I'll be honest, we look at the philanthropy things and we're like, is this like a cover up for what they're doing? But it's in reality, you guys are actually giving 100% to the charities. And that's the great thing about anything you look at extracurricular things. You're able to take yourself away from a stressful environment like school. Because I know, like you just said, you had a 7:45 a.m. lab. And I'm pretty sure that's hard to fucking handle and try to be like, fuck, man, at least I could look forward to a fucking party tonight. Instead of a lab, you have to, but it gives you light. We do intramurals and that gives us, okay, well, today may have been a shitty day, but I can at least go take my anger out on some random guy in intramural football.
Oh, exactly. It always makes my day.
Yeah. It's the worst losing too, because I get way too fucking into it.
I think everyone gets way too into it though, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, like when I'm out there, I'm like, I actually sometimes think I'm like, man, I could be playing out there. Like my fucking 5'9" native ass fucking, I think I could be out there competing. No way in hell, dude.
See,
but that's the thing.
I think the same way.
Yeah.
Whether I'm playing football, volleyball, basketball, I'm gonna be like, man, I'm hella good.
Yeah. And then and then we like lose, and then we're like, fuck, I guess we're not that good. We're not even
actually
worthy.
trash.
We're not even worthy enough for the championship, bro. But
We still need to win that, man.
I think
don't
we're
know what's going on.
I think we're due. This 4-on-4 football league this year, I think we're due.
Man, we've been due the past 3 years.
Bro, I wanted to ship Brian off with the win on 7-on-7s.
I know,
but we couldn't. What? So wait, what happened our last game? Oh, we just got fucking scored on.
We just did not do
Yeah.
good.
I fucking had like a dislocated thumb. Thomas's leg was fucked up.
I sucked at quarterback that game.
Dude,
Not much to it.
Me and Josh weren't communicating as great as we were throughout the season. I take some blame on some big plays. And I feel like our offense just stalled sometimes too.
It did. At times we were like one of the best offenses, I feel like.
Yeah.
And at times we sucked.
At times we looked like potatoes. Like when you weren't getting open or Josh wasn't making a play, we're like, me and Thomas couldn't get open for a dump off. But some days you would get the ball. You would get us 20 yards. I would get a 10-yard out. Thomas would get a 10-yard out. And then Brian would score a touchdown. And then we're like, dude, who's stopping us?
Yeah, like we can't be stopped.
Yeah, and then we play some guys that are just total nerds that have play calls on their wrists. And you're like, dude, you got to take it that personal,
That's
though.
the point where I draw the line in
Yes.
intramurals. That's where I'm like, okay, I need to change what I'm doing. I'm doing something wrong. I need to go study or something. Because this guy's got it under control. He's got the arm sleeve with the plays on it.
Do you think there should be a line drawn for intramurals, like a bro code line? Like, okay, you shouldn't go as hard as this, or you think it's just fuck it?
I mean, it's up to everyone. And
Yeah.
that's how they play. It's a play style.
Yeah.
So that's completely up to them. But from an outside perspective of those people doing that, it makes it less fun
Yeah,
for people. Because, like, everyone goes hard.
yeah.
But there's those guys that really go, like, into it. I was
Watching film.
watching film. There was kids at my last basketball game, my intramural basketball game. They were sitting there watching us and recording us on their phones. And then I talked to them after the game. I was like, why are you guys recording? And they were like, we're playing you guys next week. And I lost it.
Oh, my God. Did they look like the film type of guys, too?
They were weird, yeah.
You're like, dude, now I just want to beat you even more now.
Yeah, I was just like, this is a joke, right?
I feel like those guys with the plays, when I first got here, the first time I played on the team, we played those one guys. Were you on the team when they're like, we ran circles around you guys?
Oh, probably, man.
They thought they were hella good because they beat us by a touchdown, but they had like these plays. And I feel like they look ridiculous. Like, dude, you look fucking dumb. Yeah. Like, I get like when Gardner Minshew has a fucking play caller sheet, but don't tell me your 4 plays you have are that fucking great. You had to write them down.
Yeah. Speaking of Gardner Minshew, though, great quarterback.
Great year, dude. Wazoo had a great year this year.
It was crazy. I thought it was cool how you would come into Pullman and you would see the mustache sign when you come in there to represent him. And I was like,
it's everywhere.
What mustache is that famous?
Yeah, I honestly can't tell you a more famous mustache. Mario's mustache, maybe?
That could be, actually.
If that. But no, the thing is about Gardner Minshew, I know this is a sports tangent. I know. Apologize for people who aren't into sports. But Gardner Minshew was only here for a year. What if we had him for like 3 more years?
I really think we could have made a run at, especially UW.
Yeah, dude. I heard UW didn't change a damn thing when they came in the Wazoo. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna do the same thing we do every year.
That's what they got to do. They beat us every single time. Can't deny it.
The only thing they change is probably like the cleat, like the dirt off the bottom of their cleats. That's probably the only thing they changed.
Honestly, though.
You know, I love Wazoo, and, you know, I cheer for him. But, dude, like, I want them to win sometimes against
Yeah, I was for sure it was this year. But
yeah, my whole family's UW fans, so I'm in a weird situation, you know, who to cheer for.
Yeah.
But I know this is weird. I cheer for both, weirdly. Gonzaga I'm a big fan of. Just any Washington team. That's why I was so heartbroken when our damn Sonics got taken away.
Oh, yeah. See,
dude,
that's a little different for me. I'm
really?
from Kansas. So
you're from Kansas?
I am from Kansas, yeah. And so when the Sonics got taken away, I was still living in Kansas.
Oh.
And so I was like, no way. I have a team close to me now. Oklahoma City Thunder.
So is that, you're an Oklahoma fan then, right?
Or who root are you for Oklahoma. I'm a Miami Heat fan.
Okay.
But I definitely root for Oklahoma City, and just because it's really close.
So what were you doing? Were you there in the finals?
I was not, no.
Were you in Marysville by then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know Rob and Bryce went and watched the finals in Oklahoma. The one game they won against LeBron, Bryce and Rob were there.
That's actually crazy.
And I think Darian was there too. I was so jealous, dude. I was like, damn, they went to the one. I bet you it was fucking loud, dude. I've never been to a finals.
I want to. That's my like on my bucket list in life.
Yeah,
for sure.
I just feel like the NBA finals, like it's a little more like affordable to go to than the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Super Bowl tickets, like, what was it? Like $4,000 or something like that?
It's not even worth it.
When I'm rich,
maybe.
Hopefully when I'm rich,
but
that is what I would do.
Right now, it's even too expensive to go to a Seahawks game.
Honestly,
it's $400. You know, you're like, fuck, dude. You know,
like, what's the point? You're gonna get in there. You're gonna spend more money on food and drinks, and you're gonna want to buy some souvenirs. Most likely,
you're gonna drive there, pay $25 for parking,
which is absurd.
Yeah, you might have a date, so you're gonna have to pay for their stuff.
That's times 2 on everything.
That's times
if
2.
You're a gentleman.
Yeah, if you're a gentleman, you know, or maybe you get your parents to bring you or something. Then you're good.
That's true.
Do you have any siblings now that I bring up parents and stuff? Do you have?
I do. Yeah,
you do?
I have a brother. He is 26 years old, and he lives still back in Kansas, Wichita, Kansas. And I also have a sister who is 30 years old. She has a little kid now. My nephew, his name's Julian.
You're an uncle.
I'm an uncle.
Well,
at
actually,
the
an
age
uncle.
of 20, and he's the cutest thing ever. And he finally just learned how to say my name. And I lost it right there. But I also have a stepsister, and her name's Erica. She's also 30, and she actually graduated from UW, and we were just talking about it.
Wait, so is she a little bit older than us, I'm guessing then?
She's 30 years old.
Oh, 30. You just said that. Damn, that's fucking awesome. Dude, you got a pretty big family. You got a bigger family than my immediate family. I just got one brother. So would you say you learned a lot from... Did you grow up with them?
I did, yeah.
Did you learn a lot going... Okay, let me ask you this, actually. Do you see the difference between people who are a single child or an only child to people who have siblings? Do you see that difference? Have you thought about it?
I haven't thought about it too much, but now that I do think about it, I feel like there is kind of that difference that you can spot. Not from the outside, but when you get to know them, you notice the way they interact with people, I feel like is different. They didn't have that kind of learning curve that others did. If you had, I had an older brother and an older sister. So I learned what my parents liked and what was right and what was wrong. And for them, they didn't necessarily get that chance, so they would mess up on something. I feel like it almost made them a stronger and more independent person by being that single child.
Yes.
But that is completely only my perspective.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, my perspective is I meet people who, don't have a brother or sister or a big family, and they're totally way different. I'm not saying in a bad way or a good way. There's obviously good and bad things of having both siblings and non-siblings, but it's totally different in a world where some people it's weird to think that some people don't have a brother to me. I'm not saying they're weird or they're, but it's wow, they didn't have to share when they were younger.
Exactly.
But obviously they had friends and stuff, but it was so ingrained with me and my mom. My mom would be like, "You're fucking sharing," because I was the older one. My brother's fucking 16. He's about to be 17. Shout out to my guy Luke. But he's God damn, it's weird seeing him grow up. I bet you it's weird to see your nephew grow up.
Oh my gosh, so fast.
Yeah. Have you changed a little bit ever since he came into the picture? Ever since he was born? If you're damn, I kind of gotta be a better role model for this guy.
I've become more responsible when I'm around him and more cautious of what I do. Because when I used to be I would go visit Kansas, and that's before my nephew was here. And I don't know, not necessarily that I do different stuff.
Yeah.
But the way I act in front of Julian definitely is different than how I acted before.
Yeah. And it's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing. It's changed how I act in front of everyone at this point.
Yeah. That's so damn cool, dude. I don't have a nephew yet. I mean, I'm not telling my brother to have one, damn it. But I'm not yet. But I have little cousins, and it's so cool to have little eyes look up at you. Even if it's as soon as they know your name, you're like, damn, dude. Hell yeah.
It makes you feel good.
And then you want to give them gifts to make sure they remember you, and you want to hug them a little more. Dude, family's fucking amazing, dude. Do you miss it? Do you miss being in Kansas, or do you miss being back in Marysville?
I don't necessarily miss Kansas or Marysville per se, but I miss having my family there and all together. Because right now I'm living in Washington with my dad and my stepmom, while the rest of my family, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my immediate family, all live in Kansas. And so I'm kind of separated from them, and that's been tough, but I've gotten used to it.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell me your whole story. So you were born in Kansas. What part of Kansas?
I was born in Wichita, Kansas.
Wichita, Kansas. Okay.
And then I lived there until I was 12 years old. But let me get into the more details.
Okay,
here.
yeah.
So in 6th grade was when I moved up here because my dad got a job at Boeing. And so I moved up here with him. And then after 6th grade, I was like, I want to go back to Kansas. So I went back to Kansas for the beginning of 7th grade. And then once winter break ended, my dad's like, you should come live back up here. So I came up here for 2nd semester, up to Marysville, Washington. Marysville Middle School, shout out.
MMS.
MMS. And I've been here ever since then.
So and then you went to MP.
Yeah.
And then what was your high school experience like at MP? I've heard good things, I've heard bad things, and I've heard a lot of, crazy things.
I'd say mine was good.
Pretty normal?
It was it was a normal high. It was a different high school experience from the fact that it was an all outdoor school.
Yeah.
And that was weird to me because the schools all around me usually were all indoors. And so I was like, what am I stepping onto right here? What kind of campus is this?
Yeah. It's a huge ass campus too.
It is bigger than I ever thought it would be.
Did you know that the person who designed both Totem, I think MMS is in there too, Totem, MMS, and MP was from California?
I heard stuff about that.
And I was like, dude, what is this guy thinking? Does he not know that we're in Washington where it rains 300 days a year?
That's what I'm wondering because we'd be walking to class and everyone's soaked because you're trying to stay under the little roof that we have in like certain spots of the school. But it was just awful when it rained and every single day. So
what were the biggest things you could pull from MP? Like with friends, whether it be anything, sports. Were you a big sports guy?
I was a big sports guy. Yeah, the first 3 years of high school, I played just basketball, but then senior year, I was like, I kind of want to branch out, see what I can do. So I ran cross country. I'm gonna say that was the hardest sport I've ever done.
I'm positive you're right about that. That's fucking hard.
I know there is hard. I know wrestling's hard, swimming's hard, everything's hard, but cross country was my hardest, and I haven't ran more than a mile since that.
I remember you said at the when we were playing basketball, like, dude, I haven't ran more than a mile.
Yeah, man, I really haven't because that took it all out of me. Then I did basketball, of course, and then I did track and field, and I wanted to do like discus and like that type of stuff because it looked cool.
Yeah.
But I was put into distance running, which again took it all out of me.
800?
Unfortunately, sometimes I did that. Which was just awful.
That's 2 miles, right?
That's 2 laps.
2 laps?
2 laps, but you're just sprinting.
Oh, no, dude. I'm winded after one fucking lap.
I'm winded when I play any time at all in any sport.
But it's so weird because when I play basketball or when I play football, I don't get as winded as I do when I'm just running. Because when I see a basketball, it's like I don't think about my tiredness.
That's true.
You know what I mean? I feel like when I'm running, I'm thinking about it too much. Maybe I need to stop thinking about it. Maybe I need to ask Thomas for some pointers.
Yeah, Thomas is one hell of a
dude.
runner.
He will run fucking 4 miles and he'll be like not even winded.
Yeah, dude, I remember in high school when we ran, we had like 8-mile runs. It was the Cabela's run from MP. We would just run around Cabela's and then come back.
What?
So like, I never ran that far.
Yeah.
You know, I cheated my way out of that.
Did you get picked up and dropped off?
No, I had Nate Heckendorf. I had Josh Bevan. I had Quinn Lewis. I had Alex Bevan. Just a squad. And then we would, the coach couldn't see us because he was on a bike behind us. We would go inside like a fast food restaurant, wait there, and then just sneak through like the cemetery to get back.
What?
Genius moves, because then we never got tired.
I wonder if he like knew and he's like, is it really worth my time?
He definitely knew. I'm pretty sure. But
he's like,
okay.
It's not even fucking worth my time to fucking bust these guys. When I was in high school, what I started with was I was born here, went to Quilceda, went to Totem, so right across the street from MMS actually.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy how a lot of people from Totem, and shout out to all the Totem MMS people and all those people that are listening, but I look at it like now because now we're in college. There's people like Tommy Haefele at MMS, and there's me and Thomas in our group, and then you look at it now, we're at Wazoo, and we didn't even hang out with each other until we got here.
That is true.
That's fucking weird to me.
That is crazy.
You know, there's so many high schools and so many middle schools in the same damn area, but little did we know we're in the same like area and we're the same age. We do the same things and we still didn't meet up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we probably knew each other's names.
Yeah.
You know, I think I remember you playing basketball at the Y. Like, I'd see you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But, you know, like, I wouldn't, like, associate that kind of stuff. Like, oh, shit, now, like, when we go back home, I see you, like, what up? You know,
yeah,
it's way
exactly.
different.
It changed.
Yeah. What do you think that is? Do you think it's just because it's the availability of how many people are around? You know?
I think a big thing is when you get to college, you're kind of more of your own individual.
Yeah.
And so you want to make more friends. And so say I knew how it happened was I knew Brian. We were good friends.
Yeah.
So therefore I met Thomas through Brian.
Mhm.
And Thomas knew you. So I met you through Thomas.
Yep.
And then it was just a cycle. And then it's not like when you're in high school and like middle school, you don't branch out as much, I feel like.
Because you have a clique.
Exactly.
You
and
kind of
stick to
stay
that.
there.
But when you get older, you want to expand and like you want to meet more people. And so I'm all about meeting my friends of those friends and just keep it going. And I want to know more people. And like, it's just getting that experience. I feel like as an older person, that's what you do.
It's the coolest feeling too when you could walk around campus and you like know like quite a few people.
Exactly.
You know, they're like, "What up?" You're like, "Hey, what's up?" You know, it's a
Yeah.
cool feeling, even if it's just not even like they ask you about how your day was. It's just like a common hey. Like when I see Josh, like your roommate, I'm like, "Hey," you know, I just walk by him and just say what up, and it's cool.
Man, you're lucky. He doesn't even say
He doesn't
hi
even
to me,
say hi
man.
to you?
He's always he looks so pissed anytime he's walking around. He's just I say what's up. He just looks at me and looks the other way.
Bro, I swear he's always like in a good ass mood when I see him. I don't know, maybe it's just,
he's got that big ass smile when
Yeah.
he says hi sometimes, or else he's just a stern look. It's either one.
I could see that though after playing football with him. So you played basketball in high school. What did you play basketball in Kansas?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So did it start? Was your dad a basketball player? Where did you have a favorite basketball player? Where did it all start?
So it kind of all started when I was young. I saw my brother and my sister playing sports,
Mm-hmm.
and not necessarily basketball started from this, but I started getting into sports watching them, and my dad was always the coach. And I was like, Dad, I want you to be my coach, like for whatever sport.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened first was baseball. That was my first passion in sports. And I played that all the way up until freshman year, but then I lost my love for it. But basketball kind of started probably the second year of me playing sports.
Okay.
My dad wanted to coach me in basketball. I was like, yeah, please. And I loved it that day. And I always made it a goal when I played with my brother. I wanted to beat him.
Yeah.
So I always had that motivation, even as a little kid, around 5 or 6 years old, to beat my brother. And it happened about a couple of years ago. I finally beat him, and hasn't beat me since. So
What? So you have the belt right now.
I
you're
have
saying.
the belt.
My little brother is the same way. I feel like as an older brother, I have to win. Like not like in a douchey way, but I feel like I need to win. Like for my sake, like I can't let my little brother win. So like, you're in your case, you're the younger brother, and you just want to beat him so bad.
Oh yeah.
Me and my brother, it's different. We play Super Smash Bros, and that's like our sport, like because he's good at it. Because I play sports, but he's not a big sports guy.
Oh,
But I know
okay.
we're both gamers, so when we play Smash, we take it fucking serious, dude. And he finally beat me, so he has the belt right now,
Oh,
and he's
no.
probably just the happiest guy, just hanging out, having a good ass time. I'm gonna take a drink of water here real quick before we keep going. But before I take this drink of water, I know I'm a huge sports guy. I run another podcast that I just talk about sports. How do you do in fantasy football this year? Because I know everyone has a different story.
Oh man. I really got off to a slow start, and
Really?
I'm pretty upset. First of all, I was the first round draft pick. I picked Le'Veon Bell.
No.
I picked Le'Veon Bell, man. And I just have to say, that was the biggest mistake of my fantasy life, but I still made it all the way to the end. And actually, I was in 2 leagues. The Pullman League.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I did not pay any attention to that.
See, I won that one.
Yeah.
I tore that
I didn't
one
even know who
up.
won. Thank God for you told me.
And then my one from back home, I tried to do my best, but my dad was just too good. He beat me. And then I lost to Josh Bevan in the round before the championship.
Who
So I
won?
took
Who won
third.
that league?
I want to, honestly,
I know Brian choked.
I killed Brian in
Did
the,
you?
in
He
that
was
game.
all I choked. He was hella pissed.
But I actually don't remember who won. I want to say my dad.
Did he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Did you guys have like a punishment, or you guys just said, "Oh
No, we were supposed to throw in money, but it just never happened.
really?"
We are so bad at that.
Dude, my fantasy league, we got a $20 buy-in. We have a trophy, and we have a scrote this year. Our scrote was you have to put a ball sack on the back of your car for a whole year. So like say you were to lose, you would have to have those testicle things that go on the back of your car.
Yeah.
You have to have those on your car for a year.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I would forfeit. Be like, you guys aren't my friends anymore.
Yeah, and Cameron Wagstaff lost, and shout out to him.
Is he doing it?
I don't think he's bought it yet, but he needs to. And then he has to wear it around his chest on draft day too. what the original punishment I proposed to the league because I'm commissioner was you have to retake the SAT, and
That's a good one. Though.
everyone was butthurt about it. Like there's like Thomas and Brian, I think were cool. Brian's not in it yet, but I think he will be in the next year. But everyone was like, nope, I'm not doing it. I'm like, well, just don't lose, dude. Like that's all you gotta do. Like try a little
Obviously,
harder.
it's supposed to be something you don't want to do.
Yeah, like everyone's looking at me like I want to retake the SAT. Like, dude, obviously I don't want to do it either.
Dude, you're a weirdo.
Yeah, you got to pay like so I think you pay $60 to do it.
Yeah,
and you got to wake up on a Saturday morning at 7, go to some high school with some like high school kids and take a test. That's hella funny, dude. But recently I've been doing. I overheard what you're talking about karma. And I'm a huge fucking believer, dude. I've started to pick up things just out of just so hopefully I can get good karma. But then I'm like, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't at all.
As soon as you start doing stuff for the benefit, it don't work. So now I'm trying to make it a habit. Exactly. And I know you were saying something about karma. Can you tell people what are your thoughts on karma before you give me an example?
All right, so I've always believed in karma, but I didn't know necessarily to what extent. But I'm not going to give the whole story as to what happened, but my roommate Josh Gately, shout out, but he said one mean thing and we didn't think anything of it. He was like, "Oh my God, that was really rude." I was like, "Yeah, it was." Nothing happened, but then the next day he got a parking ticket and he was like, "I wonder what I did so wrong to get a parking ticket." I was like, "Dude, yesterday you said that one mean thing, you remember?" And he was like, "Karma's a bitch, dude."
He was a believer right then and there.
That's what made him a believer. I don't know if he was before then, but that sure as hell made me more of a believer. And I think if you do good things, then you will get repaid unless you expect that.
Yeah.
If that's just who you are, then some bad things will happen. It's just gonna be that way. But that's like if you think about life like I should just do good to do good, then there's not gonna be. Obviously, this is a long shot, but not a lot of bad stuff is not going to happen to you, I feel like.
Yeah, I just feel like the world would like go slower around you or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like exactly. Like say I were to fucking kick this table down and everything falls down, or say I kick something out of frustration, everything's going to fall down. Like that's just karma, I think, instant karma.
Oh, definitely.
But then there's that long-term karma where like say like you said, you do a series of nice things. Say you always just do something out of generosity. Say you always like fill up the water tank for your work that you work at. And like it's going to eventually like maybe someone will say, "Hey, thanks for doing that." And then maybe you meet your wife. Maybe your wife is the girl that says like, dude, you know what I mean? Like
exactly, like
she's
crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, like good job, we should hang out sometime. You're like, "Whoa, that's what it came from."
That's how she's hitting on you by filling up the water tank, bro.
So little did you know karma could get you a wife. I'm just saying it just do some good stuff. And
karma works wonders.
You feel good about little bombs like that, love bombs.
It shouldn't even be about karma at that point. Like you just feel good about yourself.
Yeah, even like say sometimes I'll be walking around campus or something and I'll just see someone who kind of looks down and I just kind of give them like a what up look. Like sometimes people just need like, "Hey man, like you all right?" Not even like you saying you're all right. Just more of like a "What's up?" Like the jacket. And they're like, "Whoa." Like you feel good about shit like that.
Yeah, compliment goes a long
way.
ways.
There was this one guy who was in my class, and it goes to show that some guys don't get that many compliments. Guys aren't used to getting compliments.
I feel like that's true.
I can attest to this. I am totally a believer, and most guys don't know how to get compliments because when I get one, I'm like, whoa, thanks. But there's this guy, he's like, "Man, a girl told me 1 year, like 4 years ago, I had a good haircut. I haven't changed my haircut since." I'm like, dude.
That is my new best friend.
Yeah,
dude.
like,
that's
dude,
awesome.
like, you got to get some more compliments, bro. Like, that's sad, though. You think that's a society thing? That guys aren't really, don't expect to compliment. You're a guy. You don't need to, get them.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily that perception of it. I would say, like, it definitely does not happen as much as girls get complimented. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like it's becoming more of a thing of guys getting compliments. And like you even see on Twitter, "Hey, it's 2019. It's time to compliment the guys." And like, you'll see trends like that. And then I see it in real life. Like people, like guys are getting complimented by other guys, by girls, by professors for how smart they are. And like just a lot of stuff. Like I feel like it's changing at this point to where a lot of more guys are getting a lot of compliments.
Yeah, a lot of bus drivers get a lot of compliments too. Thanking the bus driver.
Oh,
that was a whole big thing last year, wasn't it? Big compliment things. But like little things like that, it's just like, I was listening to another podcast, I think it was Joe Rogan's, and they were talking about, just like common little tips, like even at the restaurant. It's like one of the only places you could assign a numeric value to happiness. And like, you know, he would leave a tip of like just $10, well, you know, a small tip. But it's just like that generosity passes on. Or like when you're at Starbucks and someone says, you know, I got the person behind me. I don't care what they ordered. That's cool.
That is cool. That's never happened to me, and I've never been the one to do it either, to be honest. I want to, because it makes me feel really good. Let's do it this weekend. Let's do it this weekend.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm down.
We'll go to McDonald's or something. We'll just fucking get something. We'll do it. And then we can talk about it.
I'm down to do it.
Yeah.
That'll make me feel good, unless the person goes crazy and decides to order 35 chicken McNugget orders. And that'd be, you know.
That's just the price we have to pay for being
Do you
nice
think
people.
they would have them order first, and then when they get to the window, they'd be like, hey, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd hope that's how it works.
Yeah.
I would be like.
Wait, no. What happens is they go, wait, no, I think you just explained it perfectly.
Because I wouldn't want it to be the way we're like, yeah, can we get oh, by the way, sir, the person in front of you is paying. Oh, in that case.
Oh, yeah.
See,
yeah, it would definitely be like, okay, so we'd order, we'd drive up, and then they'd drive up behind us, so they'd be locked there, and then they would probably tell them after they handle it.
That's true. Okay. See, that makes me feel better.
Me and Brian on the first episode, he was like, man, I just want to start waking up early, and I was like, let's just do it. So we woke up at 5 in the morning and went to the gym, and that was fucking rough, dude.
I remember I used to do that, and that's just not it's hard to get into that.
It's low-key packed.
At 5 a.m.?
At 5 in the morning. People are waiting outside.
Really?
Like, it was bad because I get there, I'm like, cool, I'm going to get all the seats. Everything's going to be open. It was like 7:30, like prime time hour. It's like, you know when you go 7:30 at night? It was just like that. And I was like, man, dude, it's 5 in the morning. I'm not getting no benefits from this. Except, you know, obviously working out and not having to deal with it the day. It was nice. I'd come home at 2 and I'm like, I already worked out today. But it's nice to kind of work out when you at late for me.
I feel like it fits my schedule more.
Yeah.
Because I have a class at 10 a.m. I definitely could go work out before. Mm-hmm. But that sleep, man, that is precious.
When do you go to bed at night?
I'd say that's on a nightly basis. I would say anywhere from around 12 to 2 is my range.
I'm ashamed to say that I'm the same way too. Not to say that it's a bad thing, but I need to be getting up earlier, like because we get up early, then I should be going to bed at 10. Hell no.
That was like, I remember I used to practice that to get used to like getting up for high school.
Yeah,
I was that kid. I was like, I gotta practice going to bed early and waking up early. I'd go to bed at 10, wake up at 6.
Feel good.
I'd feel
just as tired.
I feel good, I guess. But as I got older, it's just like, come on, man. Like I need to sleep.
As we get older, we need that more sleep. And then now I start I'm like, dude, I need to fucking go to sleep. And me and Brian talked about, it doesn't help that we have a fucking phone that we could do whatever the fuck we want on it. You know, in the middle of the night, I'm like, man, I really want to know how Legos are made. So you're going to watch a 58-minute video on how Legos are made.
And then you watch that one 58-minute video, then you watch 2 more videos on random shit because you're on YouTube, and that takes you all kinds of places.
You're like, why do I listen to country music when it's sunny? Like for you. And then you're like typing this in the YouTube. You're like, oh, that's why. An hour later.
YouTube is full of everything. My dad looks up everything he wants to know on there. He said, I don't know how to fold a dress shirt. I'm going to YouTube it. He's like, I don't know how to park a boat. I'm gonna YouTube it. Just like that's all he uses.
It's the new Google. I mean, it's owned by Google, but still, like you can like search anything in there.
You really could.
Like, man, I need to know how to ask a girl out on a date. Man. You look it up on YouTube. I bet you there's fucking videos.
Bro, you can just watch Drake and Josh.
Yeah, Drake and Josh. Compliment them. Walk away.
Yep. Hey, I like your shoes. Thanks.
Walks away. Yeah. I don't think I've ever tried that.
I'm going to say I haven't tried that either.
Yeah, so, I mean, I say let's try it, but I don't know if that would work.
I feel like I want to let Brian try it.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
I'd let Brian try it or Nate try it.
Nate,
my guy Nate.
That would be awesome.
My guy Nate bowled 164 at the Spokane Falls Community Bowling Night. He bowled 164. He had 6 strikes. The best bowling night he's ever had in his life.
That's phenomenal.
That's awesome. He must have done something good.
That's the karma.
Yeah,
right there,
he did something good. He probably saved like an ant from dying or something.
He probably did. Someone was using the magnifying glass and he hit it away.
Yeah,
like, stop.
Yeah, he didn't tweet it. He didn't put it on Facebook.
Exactly.
He just did it out of fucking heart. So the difference between living on your own and living with family is a little different for me. I know this is a big jump, but being from an area where like Marysville, where there's so much to do. And let me just say, instead of family, actually, let me put it in the situation of what is it like being in Pullman as compared to Marysville for entertainment? Because you know what I mean? Because Marysville, we have Everett, Alderwood, Seattle, Bellevue, and you could go north to Bellingham. You know, you got and then you got Mount Vernon. And then Pullman, you got Spokane, 90 miles away.
We got a bowling alley.
Greek Row.
That's
Pizza Hut.
the Pizza Hut is the bomb.
Walmart. These are the things we have here in Pullman.
And it's not a lot, but I feel like when you live here, if you're doing like those little things with your friends, that it makes it almost better than back in Marysville.
True.
Because in Marysville, you can go do stuff on your own and it's still fun. But if you do it with friends, it's more fun. I agree. But like doing stuff with your friends here is a different type of feeling. Like it's hard to compare it to a different city or a different home.
That makes a lot more sense because like here we appreciate going to Zeppo's a lot more than we would going to Marysville.
Yeah, like if my friends texted me in Marysville like, hey, do you want to go to the bowling alley? I'll be like, okay, I'm down.
Yeah.
If they text me here, hey, want to go bowl? I'm like, dude, hell yeah, I want to
like
go
we're
bowl.
going now. Like it just that I never really thought of it that way. You appreciate little more things like that.
You really do because you don't have as much around you at that time.
Yeah, and being in a place like this, you know, a lot of people like to get upset about it and you know complain. Like I am kind of one of them. Sometimes I'll complain. I'm like, dude, why am I complaining? Why? You know? But in that situation, when you go like, you know, I can appreciate going mini golfing here or going laser tag here a lot more than I would back home. Because back home, you're like, man, I could do this, and this, and this.
Yeah, and you're used to that type of stuff back home.
Yeah, and you know, in Marysville, you think of anything to eat, you can get it. Here, we got like 7 restaurants.
We do have very few selection.
So you could go to one of the many Chinese restaurants or Japanese. So Red Bento and then the branches, all the other ones.
Oasis is fantastic.
I haven't had it.
Me, Thomas, Brian, and Caesar actually just went this last weekend, and I just have to say 10 out of 10.
Where does it compare as to Teriyaki Bowl? Have you been to Teriyaki Bowl in Marysville?
I haven't, no. Actually.
Where's the teriyaki you've had in Marysville?
Mongolian Grill.
Okay.
There's one by Costco also. It's like right next to it.
Yeah. Where do you compare as to that? What do you compare it as?
I'd say Oasis is so I'll give Oasis actually, to be realistic, an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
The one by Costco probably a 6 out of 10.
Okay, I need to try it. I did try the one by Pizza Hut, that teriyaki place. I didn't like it.
No,
not Min's.
Golden teriyaki.
Golden teriyaki. I did not like it.
Okay, I mean, I haven't heard much about it, to be honest.
Dry chicken, bro. I could make better chicken in my fucking oven 2 steps away from me, and for cheap too, like $3.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is with all that is just hold on, fucking Nate just messaged me on the fucking Discord, asshole. So no, back to what we were talking about. The food there's a lot of range of selection. Even on Wazoo's campus, you got, you know, in the food court, you got a Freshens, you got pizza, you got Subway, Panda, and Carlitas. And that's even a lot. I always go to Carlitas every time, though.
Man, I can't get over Panda, to be honest.
Really? Are you okay? What is the hype with Panda Express? Tell me, explain.
The portion size.
Okay.
To be honest, you can honestly every time I eat it, my stomach hurts so bad, but I get all I want. It's delicious. It's satisfying. And did I say delicious?
Yeah, you did.
Because I get usually fried rice with orange chicken, and then I try to switch it up. Honey shrimp.
That's
I
bomb.
think it's really good.
Honey walnut shrimp.
Honey walnut
from
shrimp,
anywhere I feel like is good.
Oh, 100%.
It's hard to mess up.
I feel like it is hard to mess up. Yeah.
Not to bad to their credit. Go ahead. Sorry.
But no, you're fine, man. But yeah, Panda. I mean, it's also pretty cheap. I could go to Carlitas and get a burrito for $5, or I could get a fat plate of teriyaki food from Panda that is $7.55. Sorry, I know the price on the dot, but
dude, I know the prices too. I know it's $11.82 for me to get a burrito, a quesadilla, and a water cup, and that's pretty expensive.
At Carlitas?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then they throw in like, free salsa. I mean, I guess I'm a sucker.
Free salsa.
I guess I'm a sucker for free salsa. So
you say free salsa, I will pay you for it.
Yeah. Like, you know what? No. You know what? Everyone, stop what you're doing. I need the free salsa. I'm not paying. I mean, I'm not gonna accept this freeness of this greatness. You know. Okay. Now that we've kind of talked about who we are and everything, I got a couple questions I want to ask, and these are pretty deep ones.
All right, shoot.
If you could have lunch with anyone from any time period, 3
Oh,
people.
man.
So if I could have, let's just say we could have 3 people, any celebrity, any athlete, right here, right now, and you get to talk to them for 10 minutes. Who would you want to be here?
I'm gonna have to go number 1 right now. He's one of like my favorite guys on social media, Elon Musk. He's a phenomenal guy to listen to. For my number 2, this is actually really tough.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
I'd want to say Will Smith. I feel like not only is he is a great actor, a great father, but he's hilarious, and I feel like he just knows everything for some reason. And then I'm gonna reach out into the athlete side now, and I would say Derek Jeter, 100%.
Derek Jeter, that'd be cool.
Yep, exactly. That's my favorite baseball player, and he just seems like a really good guy. And
He seems like a really cool guy.
He does. And I remember when I grew up, my dad used to joke with me like, oh, he's taking steroids. Oh, he's cheating. I'm like, no, he's not. He's my favorite player. But
you always want to stick up for your favorite guy.
yeah, exactly. And like, I never heard anything bad in the news about him at all, whether there was or not. But I think he's just an outstanding guy.
Is he the guy with J-Lo, or is that Alex Rodriguez?
That was Alex Rodriguez.
So now it's Jeter.
They're not. No.
Oh,
Jeter,
okay.
Honestly, I don't know if Jeter. I don't know Jeter's wife.
Me either.
Not sure.
I wish I could tell you. I bet you if it was like someone like big name, we'd probably know though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Me, fuck, dude. I would have to put Kid Cudi number
Okay.
1.
I saw that poster in your room.
Yeah, dude, that's my fucking guy. Probably Donald Glover,
Okay. Hell
and
yeah.
then God, dude. I wish I could tell you. Bob Marley would be cool.
Bob Marley would be cool.
I feel like Bob Marley would preach to me though. And there's nothing wrong with that. He probably would fucking change my life by saying like a sentence. God, dude, I wish I had more people like Ed Reed.
Oh,
Ed Reed.
Ravens.
Ed Reed would be. Oh no. It would be Kid Cudi. No, it'd be Kid Cudi, Donald Glover, and Ed Reed.
Okay,
for damn sure.
I respect those choices.
Yeah, I think Donald Glover would like tell me how to like do what I want to do, because I really want to have that guy's life. Donald Glover is a director. He's an actor. He produces. He's in music, and he's a comedian. I'd want to do every one of those things.
He does have the life,
he does
man.
everything, and Kid Cudi is like inspiring, and then Ed Reed's my favorite football player. But why? So with Will Smith, let me break this. What's your favorite movie Will Smith has done? I know that's a hard question.
I could really name a few, but I
You
want
could
to
even
go
say
with.
Fresh Prince if you wanted to.
That's funny, but I think Pursuit of Happiness is his best movie, and I don't know, his actual son Jaden Smith plays his kid in that movie, and Jaden Smith didn't know how to act at that point because he was so little, but them together just really made the story like that much better.
So where's that rank in your movies of all time? Top 5?
I would say top 5, yeah.
Damn,
100%.
that is an impactful movie. When he dropped the toy at the end and he couldn't go pick it up, dude.
Man, the part that gets me every time is when they're in the train station bathroom, and he's just holding the door while his kid's sleeping because that's the only place they can stay. And
the
that
guy's
just
banging
like,
on the door.
yeah, it just like breaks my heart. I'm like, oh my gosh, this happens. Like, this stuff actually happens.
What breaks my heart in that movie is like when he would like go sell and they're like, yeah, we'll buy it, and then they're like, nah, and he's like, fuck,
He
dude.
did so good, and he was
Yeah.
so ready.
And he like, yeah, he nails his presentation and he does everything right, and then they're just like, we don't want those. So what were those things that he was selling?
Though,
Like a computer,
man.
right?
It was an old computer that it was just outdated. So
Yeah.
no one was gonna buy it, but that's all he had.
Yeah, because he had a wall of them
Yeah,
in his house.
he had a lot of them, and no one's gonna buy those because they're outdated. They don't work, and it's just,
His luck.
yeah.
It's a bad investment.
It was a bad investment on his part, but it's just phenomenal acting, I'd have to say.
And then even when he, also a big part too, is when he came back to the motel and all shit was gone too. Or is out, not gone, but it's out on the deck. That was fucking rough too. And he's like, we got to go. And the son's like, what do you mean? You can't really tell your son, like,
Exactly.
hey.
He was
Yeah.
on the spot. He got his
Yeah.
son to just understand in any way he could.
Yeah, Derek Jeter would be cool. That would be amazing. What would you ask him?
I'd want to ask him one specific question.
Yeah, what would it be?
Do you know the Derek Jeter flip?
When he
The-
flips the bat?
He So
I actually don't actually.
So this
Explain.
was in the World Series, and there was a long hit to the outfield, and this run that was gonna come in was gonna, I believe, either tie or win the game, and they throw it from the outfield, and the guy's running home, and it wasn't gonna make it on time, but Derek Jeter cut it off where he wasn't supposed to be, and like cut it off and flipped it to the catcher faster, and the catcher got him out.
Whoa.
One of the greatest plays I've ever seen. A lot of people don't see, I feel like, how amazing and how smart you have to be in that situation to do that. And I just want to ask him, like, how did you feel after that moment? Like, wow, I just did something amazing.
He probably felt like the biggest gangster in the world.
He probably did, to be honest, and I respect that.
Yeah, like,
'cause, you know,
I would feel cool after that. Even when I
Exactly.
catch a touchdown catch or make a 3-pointer in someone's face at the rec, I feel like I'm a god.
dude, there's people at the rec that put up like the signs that James Harden puts up when he scores.
Oh my god, that is the worst.
Honestly.
We were playing with some guy last year, and he made a layup, and he was one of those white guys who thinks he's black kind of guys.
Okay.
A wigga is what they call him.
Oh, is that what we're calling him?
Yeah,
now?
that's what Nate was telling me to call him. And he lays it up, and he's all, yeah, first layup, first of many. And I was like, oh,
No,
my
he didn't. No.
God, not this type of guy. And he was just super. I mean, I respect it, though. He's having fun. But,
Yeah.
God, dude, you got to say it like that. Like, no one's going to like you.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing the James Harden. I don't want to
If
get roasted.
you
It's like
do
cursed.
any pro celebration in an intramural game or at the rec, I'm not gonna be your friend. I'm just saying.
Bro, next, what's another? I'm going to do the LeBron. I'm going to bring some baby powder to the rec next
Dude,
time I go.
honestly, that's cool. I'd be okay with that one. That's before the game.
But in game, so if I were to, I don't know, do the D'Angelo Russell ice in the veins, that's just cringy.
I think that is the coolest
That
thing
is
that people
cool.
do. Or Damian Lillard, my
Does
favorite
Damian
basketball.
Lillard do it too?
He does the Dame time.
Oh,
he points
that's
at
what he
his
does.
wrist.
Dude, Portland, yeah. I'm not a big Damian Lillard guy.
Really,
To be honest
I love
with you,
Damian Lillard.
I actually want to ask you about him. What is it about Damian Lillard? Do you just like his game?
I love the way he plays. I love his attitude on and off the court. He knows he's good, but at the same time, he knows he's a role model.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he's a rapper, which I'm not saying he's like one of the greatest out
But he's
there.
doing what he loves.
He's doing what he loves, and I think he's the best athlete rapper out there, 100%.
Over Le'Veon?
Over Le'Veon, yeah.
That's
Le'Veon's
pretty
good.
close.
Yeah, I think Damian's really good, and I don't know, I just like kind of the persona around him.
Yeah, that's really interesting, dude. Because I always thought he was kind of douchey, but now that I look at it, I didn't really think of it like that. That he's a good guy. I mean, I'm still gonna stay on my ground. My favorite player, point guard wise, is probably Mike Conley right now.
Okay, that's a unique one.
Yeah, I just really like his game, and every time he plays the Spurs, he fucking does great. I don't know, he dropped 35 on us, like it's nothing. I just really like players who come out of nowhere, and people are like, oh shit, because my favorite player of all time is McGrady.
Oh, okay.
And people are like, dude, whoa, like, it's cool to like say a name like that, and people will be like, that's cool. And I guess that's the hipster and me trying to be cool.
Oh, yeah.
But no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, my favorite player was Allen Iverson.
AI.
Always will be. And he's just, I wish I could dribble like that.
Oh,
and
my
he
God.
made people look stupid. He made me laugh at basketball
Yeah.
when I'm watching it. Like, if you make me laugh while I'm watching a sport because you, like, cross over someone that bad, I like you.
That's pretty I never thought of it like that too, because like you look at a sport and it's serious. You're into it, but you're like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
they're like, oh, you got broken.
Yeah, like dude, I couldn't imagine guarding him. I wouldn't stand a chance, dude. No way in hell.
I don't think almost anyone could. Like,
Dude,
even pros couldn't do
Yeah,
it.
he was making pros look foolish.
Honestly.
Do you think anyone? I don't even think anyone right now in the league's like.
I think Kawhi
Kawhi is amazing to watch, dude.
is
I'm a
phenomenal.
big Kawhi fan. He did my Spurs dirty, but they did him dirty too.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, so it went kind of both ways. So with that, I got another question to ask you.
Let's hear it.
Tell me something that's true that you're 100% a believer in that nobody else agrees with. Like maybe it's the way you eat something, maybe it's something that goes with something. What do you fuck with that nobody else really fucks with?
I'm gonna say something I don't fuck with that everyone else fucks with.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. What about chocolate?
Chocolate. I'm not a big fan of chocolate. I wouldn't say I'm not a big fan. I do not like chocolate
At all. You won't have it.
I like Reese's.
Okay.
I like Oreos. and Kit Kats, and that's about my range of chocolate. That's all I'll eat. It has to be probably combined with something else. Chocolate ice cream is probably the worst tasting thing I've ever had in my life.
It kind of sometimes could taste like dirt if you get a bad one.
Yeah, that's how it all tastes to me.
Really?
And I don't know, just no one agrees with me. They're like, dude, you're weird. I'm like, I might be, but it's just I can't stand it.
That's super cool because I never really liked chocolate growing up. I started liking dark chocolate, not too much. I mean, no, I started liking it recently, not the other way around.
Okay, yeah.
But when I was younger, I never fucked with any sweets. People thought I was a fucking alien.
Really? That
Dude, I didn't
makes
fuck
sense.
with cake. I didn't fuck with dessert. I didn't fuck with nothing.
Dude, I was all about the dessert.
Really?
I'm still all about the dessert.
Dude, I was
Bring 'em
never.
on,
I'd be like, dude, I'll have another plate of dinner.
I mean, yeah, I'll do the plate dinner
Yeah.
and the dessert, to be honest. But
Dude, yeah, I don't know what it was. It was such a fucking weirdo. In a good way. It was just how I, did things.
I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah, but now I don't mind dessert now.
See, my brother, he was the big weirdo. This is like, he used to only eat chicken, rice cakes, and bread.
Wow.
Think about that diet. How many combinations can you have with that? Like, I'm not
much.
I'm not lowballing or anything. Like, that's all he had.
Chicken, bread, and rice cakes.
Like, he would be like, I'm hungry. He'd go grab 2 rice cakes. I'm like,
those are snacks.
dude, that's not even a snack.
Those
That
are
literally-
teases.
That doesn't fill you up in any way.
Oh, I don't mind rice cakes, but like you just said, it's like you're just chewing. I don't feel
Like,
sustenance.
it tastes good for a little bit, and then you're like, I don't feel full. I don't feel anything. Like, let me just keep eating.
Oh man, that makes a lot of sense though. I mean, I don't know your brother, but like but like some people legit think like, yeah, I'm good. And I'm like, dude, how? Like,
Right?
there's some people who eat some things like, yeah, I just eat this. I'm like, dude, do you have like protein? Do you have healthy fats? Or do you have that stuff? And I'm like, how do you live in? Because I get like scurvy if I don't have fucking fruit, dude.
Fruit is my all-time favorite category, probably.
What's your favorite fruit? Do you have one?
It used to be strawberries, but I feel like it's grapes at this point.
What color grape? That's a good question.
Green.
Yes. Thank you.
They technically call them white,
Yeah.
but green.
I fuck with the green grapes hardcore.
Green grapes for sure.
I don't-
Green grapes from Walmart. Fat.
Yes. They're like
They're
fucking.
huge, dude,
dude.
and they're chunk, like they're solid. Like you bite and it's like.
Yep. It's like a fucking apple almost.
Honestly,
It's just like a, dude.
that's when grapes are the best.
Yep. And when they're not like that, I get butthurt. If they don't live to that hype, that juiciness, I'm butthurt.
Exactly.
Like I'm like,
man.
dude, come on, that was weak. Or if like you let your grapes out for a while and they get old, I'm like, man, I'm about to just go buy a new bag.
Yeah,
my
for
favorite
real.
fruit is probably either watermelon or mangoes.
Mangoes are delicious. I like
Mangoes are-
peaches too.
Peaches are good. What's another fucking good ass fruit?
Pear,
I actually have pears in here.
oranges.
Oranges.
Honestly,
All
all
fruits
of
are
them.
good.
Yeah,
dude.
if we're gonna be real.
There's like those weird ones, but those ones don't really count. Like the weird ones
Like
from like China.
I think a kiwi is weird, but it's delicious. Like I don't like. I'm gonna sound weird for saying this. I don't like working for my food too much. Like I'm gonna cut up. Like I'm gonna have my own food and stuff. Like cut it
Yeah.
all up. But like I mean like, I don't like peeling oranges. I don't like.
Me either.
I don't like
Bananas?
cutting open an avocado to eat it. Bananas are fine. That's
Yeah,
like
'cause it's
3
just-
seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
But if it takes longer than like a minute, I'm like, man, I could really just have something easier.
Oh, you must really fucking hate pomegranates then.
I've never had one, and
Oh,
probably
those are-
never will.
Those take work. Like you cut it and you gotta like take them out of the fucking thing, and they're good, but
Yeah, see,
you're
I
like,
just feel like by the time you like take everything out, you don't have much to.
Yeah.
It's worth all the work you just did.
you're like, yeah, there's like what 40% of food in here, and everything else is just shelling.
Like if it was the greatest food I've ever tasted, I would work for it.
Yeah,
Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, if I had to work for that, I'd do it.
dude,
But-
cinnamon toast crunch is slept on.
I don't know, man.
Frosted Flakes is what slept. That's my favorite cereal.
Have you ever had Good Mornings?
What?
Good mornings.
What are good mornings?
So let me just enlighten everyone on this podcast real quick.
What?
Good mornings.
This is a
are-
Dom Joseph podcast exclusive. Here we go.
The cereal Good Mornings is by far the best cereal ever created. It is no longer for sale.
Oh,
I don't know. I want to look on Amazon to see if you can get it, but I'm not sure. But it's basically how they describe it. It's like waffle crisp. Imagine a waffle with syrup, but in cereal form.
No.
And so you taste that maple and like that syrup, the cinnamon, like all that in one bite, and you're like, man.
Was it too sugary? Was it like, okay?
See, to people it can be.
Yeah.
But I'm a big guy for sugary cereals.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, it was perfect. It was the perfect cereal. Everything you want in it. It's whole grain too.
What?
Just
and
saying.
it's sweet?
And it's sweet.
So you're getting best of both worlds. So let me ask you this. What do you think of bland-ass cereals then, if you're a big sugary? Do you fuck with them? Because there's some people who... I fuck with, like, Special K, like Honey Bunches of Oats.
Honey Bunches of Oats I actually have in my pantry right now.
Those are so good.
But the with almonds one.
Yeah, that one's good too. The Honey Crisp one is all right, but I feel like sometimes the Honey Crisp get way too big.
Yeah, and then it's hard to chew.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some other bland cereals.
Life.
Cinnamon Life is good.
Yeah, regular Cheerios.
Regular Cheerios.
I feel like for
Hell
babies.
no.
Babies, those are okay. Like when you're a baby, you got to pass.
Oh, yeah. Anyone will eat some regular Cheerios, man. If you're
Honey
a baby,
Nut
you'll eat what's in
Cheerios.
front of you.
Honey Nut Cheerios, I slap.
Honey Nut Cheerios are good. It's weird the new type of cereals they're coming out with. Did you see Brian?
Yes,
He had
Sour Patch Kids. Oh, my God.
I was like, I speaking of Good Mornings, I was like, hey, how are they? He was like, better than Good Mornings. I was like, oh, I'm sure. He's like, no, they were 1 out of 10.
Oh, I wish they would have saved it because I would have loved to try it. I bet you we can go to Walmart.
I'm sure they still have it. They got it like yesterday.
Yeah.
I want to try it, even if I'm disappointed.
I would want to try it as well. We should try it.
We should try it.
Another thing, fucking last year, Thomas or Leanna brought over some cereal, and it was just the marshmallows. Or no, I think his mom ordered it for him. Thomas ordered. His mom ordered it's like a Lucky Charms marshmallow cereal. It's only the marshmallows.
No.
And we're like, okay, let's try it out. And we were all disappointed because they don't taste that good when it's just all marshmallow.
That's true. And it's just like the weird texture that you got in your
yeah,
mouth too.
That's a weird texture. That's a top 5 like wondering like texture. What's a weird textures that come to mind to you?
Honestly, by the look and the feel of it in your mouth, I think pudding is really weird.
Yeah.
Like when you like say you get your tonsils taken out or like you get your wisdom teeth taken out, you got to eat stuff like that. But like, I don't know, I just can't eat it. Like I can eat yogurt and stuff, but pudding is just different level.
I feel like there's plastic around it. Like
yeah,
weirdly,
if you get like the snack packs, like that's just not good.
I've never really fucked with pudding though.
Same actually.
Even when I got my wisdom teeth pulled out.
The only time I've ever fucked with pudding is banana pudding when they put Nilla wafers in it.
Oh, I've never had that. It's probably pretty good though.
It is pretty good.
I'm a sucker for fucking vanilla wafers though.
To be honest though, this is just making me hungry. Like
I know we got food looking at us. We got food everywhere, dude.
Oh man.
No. So tell me about your wisdom teeth because I know a lot of people have done that and it sucks. I fucking hated mine, dude.
I actually haven't gotten mine taken out.
Oh, you haven't gotten yours taken out?
I have not gotten mine taken out.
Are you going to?
I was supposed to make an appointment 2 years ago.
Oh.
So hopefully it's not fucking anything up with my teeth, but they said just schedule one this summer.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm going to have to do that.
Oh,
How was it?
I'm not going to lie to you. It fucking sucks. Are you getting all 4 of them taken out too?
I actually don't know. I haven't had any consultation about it.
Okay, well, pray that they're going to say you only need 2. That's what you want to hear.
Man.
I had them here. Dude, I had a tooth like right here. For people who can't see me right now, it was like if you go to your right jaw and feel like right under your ear and then go like,
all right, I'm feeling this.
Yeah, a little bit. Right fucking there, I had a tooth.
Honestly, that hurts when I touch it. Is that bad?
It was. No, that's fine. As long as do you have headaches a lot?
No.
Okay, that's a good sign. Because like as soon as you start getting headaches a lot, then it's like, okay, you might need to look at it. But I had a tooth. The reason they kind of urged me to get it done, also because insurance, if I didn't get it done before I was 21, I had to pay for it.
Oh,
so
shoot.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're 21.
No way.
Well,
I'm 21 in May. I got to get it done before
May
20th, man.
It was for like tribal health reasons,
okay,
so it could be way different.
Yeah, that's true.
No, so I had a tooth right there. And if it went any further, it like could have like damaged my like mouth nerve or something. They're like, we have to get it out. I was like, okay. So, and then the tribe was like, all right, well, we'll do it, but we're not going to knock you out. And I was like, I'm not doing that.
Whoa.
I was like, you guys need to refer me out to UW. And they're like,
Dude.
fucking fine. You're being such a baby. So they referred me out to UW and they knocked me out. Have you ever been knocked out?
Hell yeah, man.
By medicines?
Yeah, the guy, I got pinky surgery.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did it, he was like, all right, I'm going to count down from 10. and then you're going to count down with me, and then you're going to wake up. I was like, huh? And he's like, just do it. 10, 9. He hit 7.
You're out.
I was out. I woke up, and I was like, I looked around. I was like, I look at my pinky. It's just done. I was like, no way. I was like, that was so fast.
It's cool. Like I'm like upset that I think it's cool. Like,
it is. I mean, it is kind of cool though.
You're like, whoa, like you didn't feel it. I had the same thing. So this is what happened. They hook me in. I don't really fuck with IVs. I don't like them, but you have to do them.
Yeah.
And then the lady comes in trying to be all funny because I had laughing gas on top of that.
Yeah,
she's like,
I wish, dude, that would have been so funny.
Yeah, so she's all, so what, she even said it like this, too. That's what even made it worse. Like, if she would have said, oh, what are we doing today? She's like, oh, what are we doing today? Like, really trying to be, like, I was just pissed off because I had needles in my arm and I'm getting my teeth yanked out, so I'm being an asshole. She's being a nice lady. But, no, then she's like, okay. And then the guy, like, looks at me like the real doctor, and he, like, takes the whatever syrup or whatever he's putting in me, and then he's like, I swear to God, I saw it because I have the tube, right? The tube in my arm, and he puts it in the thing. I swear by the time I even saw his thumb press it in, I was out.
That fast.
It was insane. Like, it just instantly hit me airborne wise.
That's
and
cool.
I woke up and I'm in a wheelchair, and I'm like, my face was this it was this red. My face was this big. And I remember when I was first in the waiting room with my auntie, there was this person who got wheeled out, and I was like, that person isn't gonna be me, is it? My auntie's like, nope, that ain't gonna be you. And then I knew, I was like, because this was this summer, and I was just like, that's gonna be me. And then they gave you like they wrap your head in bandages. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to scare you, but
honestly, to be honest, for sure, I'm freaked out.
Yeah, I would be too. I'm sorry. Don't watch surgery videos before you go in. That
was my mistake when I got my pinky surgery. I looked up fails when during surgery. I'm going to tell you, I was freaking out, man.
And then it was a breeze for you, right?
Oh, it was easy, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, afterwards I didn't feel good. Like, I was super sick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was nauseous from the medicine that they gave me. But other than that, like, it was a breeze, yeah.
What'd they give you? Do you remember?
It was just the amount of...
Antibiotics?
No, it was... What do they use to put you out? Like, I don't know. I can't... It's on the tip of my tongue.
Fuck, dude. I can't tell you. I don't know.
I don't know.
People are going to be like, it's this. How could you not know?
I know. I'm sorry for everyone listening.
Yeah.
But I actually can't think of it
right
now.
They're shouting in their car right now.
I can picture a TV show saying it right now, but I just can't. I can't say it.
It's just knockout. We'll just say knockout gas for now, whatever it is.
Yeah. So that made me sick.
Yeah. Dude, they gave me hydrocodone as like my antibiotic or the painkiller. That shit fucked me up.
Really?
I felt worse taking that. Like, my body got fucked up. Like, I was literally, like, sitting there, like, throwing up on top of having 4 gaping holes in my fucking...
Oh, man.
And then
all right.
Okay.
All right, man.
We're all done with that.
I think that's enough on that subject.
Yeah,
man.
dude. You gotta after you get your wisdom teeth, come on the show again. We'll talk about it.
I'm definitely going to do that then.
Yeah, dude. Also, before we got this last segment before we start wrapping this up. What are you obsessed with right now? I ask everyone who comes on the show like this. Like, what is it? Are you obsessed with a person, a song, food, and why are you obsessed with it?
Man, obsessed is a strong word.
Yeah. A band, a team.
I'd have to say, actually, I'm obsessed with how my future is gonna turn out.
Okay.
Like, that makes me. Everything I do is I think about, like, how is this going to go into my future? And, like, whether it's school or it's relationships or it's sports or anything, like, I just think, like, with school I have to do good, and then I'll get a good job. I'll have a good future. I'll be able to do what I want. And I don't know. I'm like, I guess I would say if I'm obsessed with anything, it's the outcome of my future.
Wow, that's fucking deep, bro. Not to be like not to say it like that, but it's deep because a lot of things, like you said, that falls into a lot of categories.
It does.
It could go school, relationships is a big one, and then you could even go into the workplace too, like because college goes into that, and even relationships go into the workplace.
Exactly. Yeah.
And whether that be romantically, whether it be business, like you're gonna learn things good or bad. You know, a lot of people like to associate bad relationships. Oh shit, man, fucking, they don't get me, man. Fuck them. You know, like, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not saying anyone, but there's that person that will instantly blame, say a love life that didn't happen. Maybe, you know, the business didn't job. Man, I fucking hate that, man. It's like, dude, as soon as you stop thinking like that, it's going to be way better. Because like, in any bad situation, I've been in many bad situations where I'm like, fuck, man, things didn't work out. And as much as I want to hate that person, or as much as I want to get upset about it, as soon as you say, hey, this is what I learned from it, and
exactly,
you're way better.
Exactly.
Know?
And like, I feel like you learn from everything in life.
Yeah.
And everything makes you grow. And say, I don't know, for an example, you get fired from a job or something. You learn you have to be fucking responsible.
Yes.
No matter what you did wrong, you got to learn, like, okay, I guess I can't do that. And some people, it takes longer to learn. They'll keep getting fired. And then there'll be a point where they realize, wow, I can't actually do this. Like, I need to get my shit together. And unfortunately for some people, like, some people never do. But in others, I've seen it, like, for example, my brother, actually, he was, you could say, delinquent in high school. And he really seemed like he was going on a wrong path. And then he just one day just flipped. And he's a manager at a company like Boeing down in Kansas.
Damn, he's killing it.
He's killing it now. And it's just crazy to think, like, he was once like that kid that, like, everyone was like, wow, he's not going to do good. Because, like, you have those thoughts for kids, but, like...
yeah, and the thing is that switch is beautiful.
Exactly.
And I wish everyone who's listening to this, I know everyone's going through a hard time. Everyone has hardships. But that you got to want to do it for yourself is a big thing. Because as Tommy Haefele, you could go up to your brother and be like, hey, man, say you were back in time. You need to get your shit together. Come on, we need you. It's not going to happen until... that person says, I need to do it.
It's you.
Yes. And a lot of people need to tell themselves that and quit blaming others, man. I don't like to be preachy on here, but it's for real. Like, say someone's like, man, fucking, I have had the worst luck with relationships, man. Nobody loves me. Dude, you got to love yourself first.
Exactly.
And, or maybe, man, people don't look at me like the way they look at him. Fuck him. Well, dude.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault. He had a moment like your brother did where he said, you know what? I'm going to be a better person for myself.
Exactly.
And as soon as that happens, that's when you start getting the, hey, the girls start popping up.
Oh,
people start popping up. Dude, that's what happens in life. Like with me, when I first went to college, I was like, all right, I'm going to actually kind of start start dating now, in college like 3 years ago. And as soon as you get your life in order, you get the, hey, even with girls, like girls will be like, man, I'm going to move away. I'm going to do better in life. And then a guy will be like, hey, it just, as soon as you start loving yourself, appreciating what you have in life, things will pop up.
Exactly. They always will.
It's such an amazing thing that people don't really touch up on. That's why I like to kind of preach it, because I know, for instance, like you're going to share this and I'm going to share this, and maybe someone's having a hard time that day. And they're like, man, you know what? I have really been wanting to work out. And then hearing me and you go, just do it, dude. Or you got to want it for yourself. And that's all that's what I envision. That's why I do this. I do this so people could be like, all right, I'm going to do it. And then I would love to hear about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's an amazing thing. And that's exactly why. But one last question actually two, before we end this. And I know we're getting a little far, but your favorite pizza chain and ranked and why?
Oh man, how many rankings do I get? 1 through 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
7,
we'll just
12.
go 5. So your top 5. And it's got to be major chains. So like if someone was listening to this in New York, they would have to know what pizza. So we can't say Alfie's or, like that.
Okay, got it. Number 1, I'm gonna have to go with Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut as 1.
Pizza Hut.
I'm actually gonna write these down. Keep going.
It made a big comeback in my life, actually.
Okay.
Number 2, Domino's. Number 3, very underrated, Papa John's.
Okay.
Number 4, Little Caesars.
Okay.
Number 5, honestly, is there another pizza chain?
There's Murphy's. There's Mod. There's
Mod for sure.
Would you put Mod?
Exchange Mod with
Little
let me
Caesars?
move that to 3, man.
Okay, Mod is 3.
So then Papa John's is 4, Little Caesars is 5.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Okay, why is Pizza Hut at 1?
So, okay, here we go. Hard to really describe, but it's the overall flavor and how well it's put together just is it's phenomenal. I know like some people dislike Pizza Hut or think it's awful, but when you get the original pan crust, it's just you pick up the pizza, it doesn't sag, and it's just like it's glistening.
It's attractive when it doesn't fall.
It's attractive. It falls like a tiny bit, but then when you bite into it, nothing falls off with it. It's just that little cheese comes with you, and I don't know. I sound like a crazy person when I'm talking about this food, but
No, you're not, dude. Okay. Then let me say what another interesting is you have Little Caesars at 5. Is that because I know a lot of people have Little Caesars up high in their ranks for different reasons, because it's available really quick or it's cheap. Why is Little Caesars 5?
So those are both true. It's available quick and it's cheap, but I don't know, the crust.
Does it weird you out a little bit?
It doesn't weird me out, but like you remember those pizzas we used to get in like elementary school for lunches? The crust reminds me of that at times, like a cardboard type crust. But I mean, I still eat it. It's still really good. And they have one thing I love, which not a lot of people do, the pretzel pizza. And just so you guys know, it is back at Little Caesars right now. I'm about to go get one probably.
I have not heard of that.
The pretzel pizza.
Is it good?
It is.
Is it deep dish or is it regular?
It's like a normal pizza, but the
I'm gonna have
crust
to
is
try that.
pretzel with like salt on it. And then there's right next to the crust is cheese.
So is it more crunchier then? A little more like crisp?
I say it's about the same actually.
Okay, that's fucking cool, man.
It's been
I'm gonna
years.
try it.
You should.
Little Caesars reminds me of middle school because like me and Brock Carter would just go. We would walk to Little Caesars and just grab a pizza because it was $5, and we would just get like change. Or me and my cousins would go there. Or, you know, my mom would be like, "We're going to Little Caesars. It's cheapest." You know, I put Papa Murphy's at 1.
Okay.
I put it at 2 because I don't like waiting. That's the only hurt thing about it.
Okay,
So,
we're both lazy.
1, I'm putting Little Caesars.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa,
This is
whoa.
at my top of my pizza chains. I would put Little Caesars, and here's why: convenience is. I don't like waiting. There has been times where I have waited in Little Caesars for a long ass time, but I love how it's hot and ready. It's $5, and that's enough for me to just put it at 1. And the taste isn't terrible. But don't get me wrong. There's been times where I'm like, this is booty, bro.
Honestly, though, their crazy bread
Is fire.
is so good.
And they had like a deal, like, you know, you get a pizza, crazy bread, and pop for $8 one day, and that's 1.
Hold up.
Yeah, this was back then, like when we were younger, but still.
Okay.
That's a snag.
That is.
You're basically getting the pop for free.
You're swifting them up, dude.
Yeah, so you're basically stealing. Okay, so Little Caesars, Papa Murphy's. I would probably go Mod, then Domino's, and then Pizza Hut. The reason I have Pizza Hut is just because of a bad experience.
Ours is like backwards.
Yeah.
Bro.
Whoa, wait.
Besides the Papa Murphy's, it is backwards.
Yeah, it's exactly backwards. A lot of people are like, dude, Little Caesars at 1? What the fuck?
But to be honest, though, in all fairness, pizza is phenomenal.
Oh,
all shapes and sizes, all kinds.
Dude,
I will take any pizza.
I want to make pizza at the Super Bowl get together. I might bring. I have dough in here.
You have actual dough?
Well, it's like pre-made, but then I'm thinking about making some dough and bringing it to Thomas's because
We
all you
actually
need is an oven.
We should all make like personal pizzas.
Yes, dude.
That'd be
Fuck
cool.
yeah, that'd be fucking dope. All right, last question before we end it.
Let's hear it. Good answer here.
A lot of people pronounce things differently from where they're from and what people say. Maybe their favorite actor has said something, but there's 2 words one word especially, actually. I'm gonna say it: bag or bag. What do you say?
This one really grinds my gears.
Because people get pissed.
Some people do. I don't get pissed, but I think it's funny at this point. Like, there's such a difference in how people say it. And like, I think it's a Washington thing to say bag, but I say bag.
You say bag.
I say bag. I think that's the way that you're supposed to say it. Everyone's different, obviously, but I really want to urge everyone that says bag to switch over to bag.
Bro, I'm a
Because-
bag person. I say bag.
No way,
Yeah.
man.
It just throws me off when people says okay.
I get bag sounds like you're putting a lot of emphasis on
Mhm.
that A, but at the same time, bag, that's a different word.
It does sound it is a Washington thing though.
I think it is. Yeah.
And Minnesota I think says bag too.
Does it?
I think so. But bag, okay, and then what about crayon? Some
See, I
people
don't
say
say
crayon.
this word enough, but
Yeah,
I would
me
have-
either.
I would have to say crayon.
Crayon. You say crayon.
Crayon.
Like the
crayon.
okay.
Crayon.
I
I used
usually
to say it's crown as a kid.
Yeah.
Crown.
I'll be like, yeah, give me that crayon, purple crayon.
See,
Like it's cranberry. It's weird. Like I think I'm getting lazy. Maybe I'm getting older and getting lazy.
I don't know if it's that. It's just like you remember that big flex that people had in elementary school when they had the 64 pack of crayons
With the sharpener.
yeah, like,
Yeah, and they steal your girl. Or
honestly, yes.
or yeah.
But wait a minute, I was that kid with the 64
No,
pack.
that you were stealing everyone's girls in elementary school. Were you the
Dude.
fastest kid too? That was a pretty high. If you're
I-
fast, had the sharpener.
No, I wasn't too fast actually. I was kind of chubby.
Oh,
I was a chubby kid that played Pokemon, played basketball at recess, and then
had the
I
64 pack.
had a 64 pack of Crayola crayons. So
Damn. Dude, there's this one guy who had like the shades of human skin crayons.
that was unique.
I was like, fuck this guy, man. I'm over here
All-
making orange people. He's over here making
Yeah, for real. Everyone's like all like, oh, that pack sucks until you gotta draw some humans.
Yeah.
Then you're like, hey yo,
Yep.
can I steal that tan?
Yeah. And they're like, no. And you're like, fuck, man. I'm tired of basketball orange, man.
Dude, people are not this color. I'm not making Oompa Loompas anymore, man.
Dude, I'm sick and tired of making Oompa Loompas. But, dude, let's wrap this up, man. Where can people find you? I know we said this in the beginning, but one more time for the people listening.
All right, so for everyone listening right now, my Snap and Insta is Tommy Haefele. I'm going to spell that out, TommyHaefele, like you're saying hi to a flea. And then my Twitter is at Haefele_Tommy. So let's see the follows.
Awesome. Wait, do you say that a lot? Because that sounded pretty smooth. Like Fele as in Feely, or what'd you say?
As in, like you're saying hi to a flea.
Yeah, do you say that often?
I have to say it pretty often.
That's pretty slick. I wish I could be like, yeah, Dominick Joseph as in, yeah.
As in,
I usually just say Dom Joseph nowadays. But before we go, do you wear a lot of Tommy Hilfiger stuff? Because it says Tommy?
Honestly,
You
no,
need
I
to.
want to, man.
You
I
need to
really
start.
want- That's something that I'm trying to like start buying, but it's $80 on any site. So like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to wait till I'm rich.
We need a
apparently.
plug. Someone needs to go work there.
I might do it, man.
If
I
I
might
worked there,
sacrifice.
I'd plug you. Because on your Insta post that one time you were wearing it, I was like, dude, if I was named
did
Tommy,
you comment say
Yeah.
it should be?
yeah, I was like, it should be Tommy Haefele or something. I said something. I actually got
Haefele.
like 8 likes on it. But you know what, man? This has been episode fucking 4. Brian Thomas. Yeah, this has been episode 4. I think I started off saying episode 3. I'm sorry, guys. This has been episode 4 with Tommy Haefele. Thank you guys for listening and have a great one.